Hello, class 6. Good morning. Today we are going to start a new chapter from subject computer, that is chapter number 3, computer memory. We all know about this thing, memory. So, same as the computer also. Because in computer, whatever the work we do after completing our document, application, anything, that what we do, we have to save for later use. So, whatever we save, that files, that folder, that document will goes to the computer memory. Understood? So, today we are going to discuss about the computer memory, that is chapter number 3. Once just we go through the books. When data and instructions are entered into the computer system, they are required to be stored in the computer for processing. We know that there is a computer set. First thing, we'll find monitor, keyboard, CPU and mouse. Monitor we will say as it will work as output. Why? Because it will display the result output for us, the work that we have done. Understood? And next thing, keyboard. Keyboard will mention as input, because whatever the instruction we have to feed to the computer, whatever the instruction we have to give, anything we have to write, means that we give to the keyboard. That is why keyboard is known as an input device. Now CPU. CPU, as we know, the central processing unit, that we can say the brain of the computer also. Why? Because whatever the work we do, it will save after completing our work. When we save the work, goes in the memory of the CPU, central processing unit. So this is will say processor. And finally mouse. We can say this one input also or pointing also. Understood? So now first thing then. Now we are going to know about the memory. Whatever the work, whatever the functions, whatever the program we do in the computer, so that we have to save, we have to keep in the memory of the computer for later use. Like we are studying question answer, we are reading question answer, that way we keep in our mind. Why? Because we have to write the things, we have to give these answers in our future time. Suppose for examination, what we do? We recite the question answer, we recite all the things, whatever we get in the syllabus. So same as in the same thing is happen in the computer also, the memory. So now, first thing that there are two types of memory. Now even we are talking about the memory, is it? But there is two types of memory. Memory also two types. So two types of memory is there in computer. So what they are? One is primary memory. Okay. And next is secondary memory. Now, we know about the memory, that whatever we keep for later use, whatever we keep, we save for later use, that is memory. But even the memory also, there is two types of memory. One is primary memory and another is secondary memory. Now, we have to know about that. What is primary memory? Just we go to the book. Primary memory is just like table or desk where we temporarily open books or copies, etc. to open. Like primary memory. What it means that the primary memory is a type of our desk. When we come to our classroom, we keep our books, our copy, we write. After completing that what period, what we do? We close our book and copy and we keep our books and copy inside our bag. It means that is primary. That is not a permanent. It is the temporary one. Clear? Now just we move to the even primary memory. Primary memory is also, there is two types of primary memory. Two types of primary memory. Now what we did? We learned memory, and we found that the memory is two types. Now what they are? Primary memory and secondary memory. Now again, primary memory also, there is two type of primary memory. Now what they are inside the computer? Okay, RAM, RAM. This is not RAM. This is RAM. It means random access memory. And next is ROM, read only memory. Keep in mind this thing. RAM means random access memory. ROM means read only memory. Now the differences between these two. First, we learned about the memory. What we found? The memory. There is two types of memory. What they are? Primary memory, secondary memory. Now even inside the primary memory also there is two types of memory. Primary memory. What they are? It is that RAM and ROM. Random access memory and read only memory. Now just try to understand what is RAM. Random access memory is a part of a primary memory which can be accessed randomly. Data can be written to or read from any location of RAM chip. RAM stores data temporarily. It means this RAM is a temporary memory. Understood? Now, same as all the constants get erased from the RAM, the access speed of RAM is very faster than any other secondary system. RAM means, suppose think that I open my computer system, I open any document, I start working with that. Finally, what I did save and I close the computer. It means whatever the work I have done till now, till that time, it will erase. It will not go to the memory of the computer. It means this one temporary. Now next, ROM. Whatever the work we do, when we save, it goes here. It means permanent. It will sit here as a permanent memory. So we can use in later future. Clear? Now, next thing. Representing characters in memory. A computer does not understand human language. As we know, we have already studied in our previous class also that computer only understands what? Binary language. You know what is my binary language? B-I-N-A-R-Y, binary language. Binary means number system 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, etc. This way. So computer only understands this language. Computer will not understand any other language. Either we speak Nepali, English, Hindi, Bangla, whatever the language all over the world. Just computer will understand the language that is numeric, that we say binary language. Okay, just what we do, we'll just feed our instruction through the keyboard, and the keyboard will send the instruction to the central processing unit, CPU. As we know, CPU is the processor. The CPU will process the instructions, the data, what we provide to the CPU, and it will convert the processor, our data, and it will show us a result output through the monitor. So that is the so it means the processor CPU is play a vital role to converting the instructions. Understood? Now the size of the data, how we measure, how we take a measurement of the data. Like, so for example here, a computer does not understand human language, it only understands two numbers, that is 0 and 1. These two numbers are called binary digits. A computer language that consists of binary digits is called binary language. The data or instructions that are fed into the computer are converted into zeros and ones. Each of the digit 0 or 1 is called a bit, an abbreviation for binary digit. Let us now know some terms related to binary digit. They actually represent character in memory. Nibble. A nibble is a collection of 4 bits, means 4 letters. It's a nibble. Size of the letter we are going to discussing all. Now byte. Byte, the smallest unit of the memory. After that, kilobyte, a collection of 1024 bytes form a kilobyte. KB means kilobyte. We know that nowadays we are using smartphone, we are using data also from that internet. So every day what we get? We get data packets like 1 GB, 1.5 GB, 2 GB. Understood? So GB is a gigabyte, MB is a megabyte. So the largest unit that we are using, that is gigabyte. So here is the unit memory table also given here. 8 bits, 1 byte. Here is the table. 1024 bytes, 1 kilobyte. As you know, suppose someone is telling that I am getting 1 GB data. 1 GB data means not 1000. There is 1024 megabyte. Understood? So same as thing. So it is given here 124 kilobyte, 1 megabyte, 1024 megabyte, 1 gigabyte. So as continue. So this is the memory that we can measure of the computer system. Now just we will try to understand now secondary memory. What is secondary? Secondary memory, the memory that we can collect from the computer, we can restore, we can copy the memory in our external use purpose, like pen drives, we know, hard disks, compact disks, etc. Things are there. That through that, what we can copy our document, we can copy our project, we can copy our whatever the work we have done, that we can copy it in our external secondary devices, and we can go to any other device and we can watch that for anything. Understood? So that is the secondary, like pen drive. I already told you. Pen drive also we can see in the flash drive. So now please look at the page number 26. There is a work for you. Take the correct answer. First one, EEPROM stands for Electrical Erasable Programmable Read Only Memory. Electrically erasable programmable read only memory. Electrical erasable programmable read only memory. So option is given here. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. You just go through the book. All the answers you will get here. It's very easy. And next one is number B. Fill in the blanks. There are two types of memory or storage, dash and dash. Even this one also. This is all related to the chapter. Please go through the chapter and complete your work A, B and C in your book. And even D, there is the full form also. RAM, ROM, DVD, CD-ROM, all you get here in this chapter. Understood? It means that what you do, question number A, B, C and D, you have to do your work in your book. So thank you. Have a nice day.